Last episode, I found myself stranded on a mysterious island with almost nothing to my name. After gathering resources, building a shelter, and surviving the first few days, I finally managed to build a Nether portal. Now, my journey continues. If I want any chance of beating Minecraft, I need to gather the materials required to reach the end, and that means stepping into one of the most dangerous dimensions in the game. The Nether. The moment I entered, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. Lava stretched across the landscape, hostile mobs wandered everywhere, and one wrong move could end the entire challenge. Before I could even think about fighting the Ender Dragon, I had one important objective: find a Nether fortress. Finding a fortress turned out to be much harder than I expected. I explored biome after biome, crossed dangerous cliffs, and tried my best to avoid unnecessary fights. The Nether has a way of making every journey feel risky. A single Ghast fireball or one misplaced jump into lava could cost me everything. After searching for what felt like forever, I finally spotted a Nether fortress in the distance. Now, the real challenge could begin. Inside the fortress, blaze spawners were exactly what I had been looking for, but getting close to them was another story. Blazes deal a surprising amount of damage, especially when several attack at once. I had to take my time, use cover whenever possible, and avoid getting overwhelmed. Every blaze had a chance to drop a blaze rod, but not every kill guaranteed one. That meant staying here longer than I wanted and fighting wave after wave until I finally collected enough rods for the next stage of the adventure. With enough blaze rods in my inventory, one of the biggest obstacles was finally behind me. The blaze rods were only half of what I needed. To craft Eyes of Ender, I also needed Ender Pearls. The best place to find Endermen in the Nether is the Warped Forest, so that became my next destination. After more exploring, I eventually found one. Compared to the rest of the Nether, it felt strangely peaceful, but I still had a job to do. came the grind. I needed enough ender pearls to craft the Eyes of Ender, which meant hunting Endermen one by one. Even though they don't attack unless you look directly at them, they're still one of the strongest mobs in the game. They hit hard, teleport constantly, and not every one drops a pearl. So I kept fighting, hoping each battle would bring me one step closer to completing the collection. Eventually, after enough encounters, I finally had all the ender pearls I needed. With both blaze powder and ender pearls ready, there was only one thing left to do. I combined them together to craft the Eyes of Ender. These aren't just another item. They're the key to locating the Stronghold and unlocking access to the end itself. After everything I'd been through, I was finally one step away from completing this challenge. After finally collecting all the ender pearls I needed, I thought the hardest part of this journey was over. But there was one problem. I had to find my way back. Somewhere in this massive, dangerous dimension was my Nether portal, the only way back to the island. The problem was that the Nether all starts to look the same after a while. Every tunnel, every cliff, and every lava lake looked familiar, but I still couldn't find the way home. At first, I thought I could just ignore it and continue building, but then the fireballs started coming. The Ghast began destroying the blocks underneath me, making the situation even worse. Every explosion broke away more of the ground, and suddenly, I wasn't just trapped anymore. I was falling apart, piece by piece. The fireballs kept hitting around me, setting me on fire and forcing me to panic. This could be the end of the entire run. Everything I had collected, all the progress I had made, could have been gone in seconds. I kept trying to escape, breaking blocks, building. After what felt like an endless search, I finally saw it. My Nether portal! After everything I had gone through, I was finally able to return to the island with everything I needed for the final challenge.